Hello everyone, my name is Matthew King. I'm an undergraduate co-op student at the Carleton University Geomatics and Cartographic Research Center. I work on developing Atlas websites for the lab, and I'm here to make this presentation on using the Nunaliit Atlas framework for the Mapping the Polar Data Ecosystem project. So let me introduce the MPDE project itself. The goal is to record as many polar data collection points as possible, and it's a collaboration between many organizations in that field. Each data collection point has various points of information needed to be recorded, such as its location, starting date, maintaining organization, current activity, and how it relates to other collection points. Due to the mapping, visualization, and data relation requirements needed, the Nunaliit framework was decided as the best choice as a base to create the website for this documentation. So, what is Nunaliit? Nunaliit is an open source software framework for creating Atlas websites, developed by the GCRC. Its main purpose is to give people a baseline for creating an online atlas, where they can then build upon it to suit their needs. Nunaliit stores user-imported data in customizable documents that support various multimedia features. The basic viewing display is a map, which can display data as points or geometric shapes on the map, with full details on what the document states in a sidebar. However, there is also support for viewing this data in tables or in graphs. That being said, while Nunaliit provides a baseline for atlases, it's not meant for anyone to just pick up and start creating. You'll need some experience in web development and probably JavaScript as well to get it off the ground. So, in creating the MPDE atlas, the first step is to create a base Nunaliit atlas in Linux, in which we can build off of. The first thing to build, once we have our atlas in place, is a custom schema for recording these metadata harvesting points. Schemas are essentially document types within an atlas. When you want to record a data collection point, for example, you create the document and you choose the schema for recording a data collection point. And as you're creating the document, it has all the text boxes and drop-down selections you'll need to fill out that you're required to say. Additionally, the atlas requires two custom modules for this particular project. A module is essentially a different way of displaying the data. It turns up as a different page on the website. The default Nunaliit module is the map module, where it'll display points or shapes on a map, which each represent the document and its location. However, you can add modules to display the documents in different forms. For example, for this project, we wanted to show all the documents in a simple table, so you can just read right through them. That required the creation of a module that would take all these documents and generate a table. There's also a graph module that was created to display the relations between different documents. So now, of course, there were challenges involved with making this project. Some came from the fact that there had already been data collected and it was all needed to be imported into the atlas. Now, Nunaliit does support importing data from a spreadsheet, and it will take the values in the spreadsheet and assign those to the appropriate categories for the schema that you select. However, this is done in the backend tools, and it's not very user-friendly. Definitely some finagling had to be done. And even once that's all done, we still had to give each data record a point on the map. So creating a document from Nunaliit is pretty easy. You can go on the map, create a point, fill out the form, and it's done. However, if you import documents from the backend, putting geolocation on each of those documents is not very user-friendly. There are also some issues with spreadsheet file formats as well, and just some backend documentation stuff that probably problems with just about any software project. Now, so the project is online and functional, and I'll be demoing it in a moment, but it is still in development, and here are a few of the features we'd like to add to it. Even with that, the documents in the atlas will also continue to be updated and added to as the project continues. And here's some acknowledgements we'd like to make. All right, and let's get on to demoing the atlas. All right, and here's our quick demonstration of the MPDE atlas. As you can see here, we're on the home page and we're in the table view. Each of these rows are different documents. There's a bit of repetition because it's showing an entry for every relation there is, but that will be sorted out. And you can see here, all the necessary data is there. We can also, here in the node graph, I need to preload it because of my internet, but here you can see there's a graph that will show all the relations to each other, and you can kind of drag apart and take a look at the documents on the sidebar. Also enable sticky nodes, so you can just kind of hold them out and they don't bounce around so much. And as for the last module, we have this map view, and this is pretty much the standard Nunaliit. You can see here are points on the map, all the different data collection points and documents associated with them. This is generally where you would want to create a document if you were going to do so. You need to log in first, but create a document, make a point. I don't know, let's go around here and choose. You can see here all the schemas here. Obviously, the one we want to use is the Arctic data schema. And here you'll have a nice little form you can fill out with all the required criteria, and then save it once you're done. Thank you.